you look at that?
Let me see too.
Isn't she cute?
She seems nice,
So
doesn't
young.
she?
Oh, I cannot wait.
Such a sweetie.
Hey now.
It's my turn.
Let me see anything first.
It's my turn now.
She looks so peaceful.
No, it's mine.
Guys, give them some space. They just got buried. Oh, come on, you'll have eternity to catch up. Come on, scram. Hello there. Oh, welcome to the cemetery. I'm Lena. And, I'm dead. A ghost. Just like all those guys you just saw, and, just like you. My condolences. But, well, at least you will never be alone now, because you have all of us, and I know those guys seem a bit strange, but they're really actually quite nice. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure this is all very overwhelming for you. Well, at your eulogy, they said that you died because you tried to take a selfie and, fell off a cliff. I'm terribly sorry about that. But I'm sure those pictures look great of you. Too soon? Sorry. Oh, yes, I died about 3 years ago. Oh yeah, I was a dog walker, and I was walking a client's dog, and he tried to run into the road. I tried to stop him, and got hit by a car. It was a hit and run. Oh, the dog did unfortunately die, but you know that movie, All Dogs Go to Heaven? Well, it seems that they do, 'cause they're not here with me. All I have are poop bags and dog treats that I had in my pocket. Want one? It's peanut butter. Alright. But I'm telling you, you'll get tired of not being able to taste anything, and then you'll get desperate. Oh yeah, everyone here has tried them at least once. The poop bags are kind of useless though. But, yeah. Oh yes, so apparently, whatever you have on you when you die, you keep even as a ghost. Yes, some of the guys here have some really interesting stuff. Others, not so much. But, you know, we make do with it. It's not like there's a whole lot else we can do. Yes, well, there is gossip every once in a while. You know, widows talk. Oh, and they're not nice. But you'll see that yourself soon enough. But, are there any other questions that you have about all of this? Oh. Well, none of us really know, why we're here exactly. Well, the theory is that people turn into ghosts because there's something they need to resolve, achieve, do to get that salvation. I not entirely sure whether it will be for me. Actually, most of the guys that are still here don't really know why they're still here. Yeah, some of these guys have been here hundreds of years. This is a pretty old cemetery. Yeah. It's kind of the tricky part, finding out what it is that you need to resolve. Well, there were some people who figured it out pretty quickly, but obviously they're not here anymore. They get sucked up into heaven. I hope it's heaven. Anyways, that is what we know so far. Oh yeah, we cannot leave the cemetery. Well, no, we can't. Well, the reason why I was thinking was that there were cases where they sort of left a cemetery, but in those cases, them leaving had something to do with their thing, so I suppose you might be able to leave at some point if it's connected to what is keeping you here. No, I can't. Unfortunately. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind hanging out with these guys. They're all fun and stuff, but died pretty young, and seeing how others here, well, have spent decades just the cemetery, it's just not really something I look forward to, but I try not to think about it too much. Yeah. Well, how about you tell a little bit more about yourself? You seem like a nice person. Do you? Ooh, you are an influencer. Of course I know what that is. I died 3 years ago, not 30. Wow. That's a lot of followers. Congrats. Yeah, I'm sorry that it ended like this, though. I don't know. I suppose maybe once you reach 1 million followers, you might get up there, but we are not really able to post from here. Obviously, we don't have phones and we can't touch anything, so I suppose it's going to be hard to do that. But do you have maybe a friend who is able to do that for you, like upload stuff to your accounts? Oh, I suppose they better. It seems like that was something really important to you. Honestly, you might be someone who figured it out amazingly fast. Yeah, I guess you have a lot of determination. Well, either way, so since we are ghosts, there are things we can do. Well, in limitation, and not everyone can do the same things, but one of those guys, they are able to send little gusts of wind. Yeah, I think it had something to do with the fact that they died during a storm, and I think they said they were blown off a cliff. Honestly, you might get along with them very well. Your deaths are quite similar. Well, not exactly, but you know what I mean. Both fell off a cliff in the end. Sorry. Hey, trust me, I still have the most social skills out of all of these guys. They've been dead for way too long to, know to talk with your generation. Ouch. I'm not that old. Well, oh, me? I can talk to animals. That's pretty cool, I think. Yeah, animals can see us. Animals can see us, and they can hear us, but, like, I actually understand them. So that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes when I see people at the grave of their loved ones, I'll, like, tell a little pigeon or something to just, sit down right next to the person and stuff to, like, make them feel as if their person is still there looking out for them. It brings me joy, I like helping people. I think it's quite helpful. I don't know what yours is, though. Everyone kind of has to figure that out for themselves. Well, I don't know. So, I've seen like two things happen. For some here, it's connected to their profession. Like, I would say for me, it was that I was a dog walker. I was a pet sitter in general, but I died walking a dog. So, I guess to me it's connected in two ways, but most either have something to do with their past profession or the way they died, or I suppose a little mashup of both. I don't know. Maybe yours is that you look good in every picture, but we don't really show up on pictures anymore, so I hope you get something that's a little more useful given your current circumstances. But you do look incredible for someone who just fell off a cliff. Yeah. A lot of people at your funeral definitely were popular. Well, I mean, oh, I know. I'm sorry. I know it's a lot still to process. I understand it's hard to realize that you're gone. It was very hard for me too when I first, woke up here like this. But hey, maybe it could make you feel better if I maybe you just touch your hair or maybe braid it or scratch your head a little bit. Well, I'm a ghost, so you can feel my touch, and I don't know, I always thought that, physical touch to someone was very comforting, so you want to try that? Of course, just get a little bit closer and I'll do that for you. Your hair is a really pretty color. Here, just give some gentle head scratches. How does that feel? Does it make you a little bit more comfortable? Well, I'm glad. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things you unfortunately won't be able to do now. But, well, we'll try to be good company. Everyone here is really nice, and, well, we all share the same fate, So, you can always talk to any of us about, what you're dealing with. I mean, one ghost that I personally would advise you to stay away from just a little bit. Her name is Gertrude, and she's one of the really old ones, and she has this thing. Yeah, she doesn't really like anything modern, so if she sees that you have dyed hair, she's probably gonna call you devil spawn or stuff like that. Don't listen to her. She's, you know. Oh no. Well, she died when they were burning a witch, and she got too close to the fire, and then she burned too. Karma, if you ask me, but you know, let's not rub it in. Yeah, she's pretty sensitive about that too, so just stay away from her. Yeah, her grave is like very, very far in the back, where all the very old ones are. Yeah, but aside from Gertrude, everyone's really friendly. Honestly, I think Gertrude might be able to get into heaven if she wouldn't be so prejudiced anymore. But as much as I'd like to get rid of her, I don't really think she deserves to get that little tip from me, you know? Oh yeah, when I first came here, you know, there was this sweet couple. Yeah, two girls, they were so cute together. Well, stinky old Gertrude had something to say about that. Oh yeah, I wish I could have stomped her back into her grave. But, well, that sweet couple is not here anymore. Oh yeah, you know, they were in the closet, I guess, and like secretly kind of dating, but they were able to openly share their love here, so they both, you know, ascended, and I hope that they're happy in heaven now. Yeah, they died in a car crash. It was really tragic. But they were buried next to each other because they were such good friends. I know. Yeah. But yeah. Gertrude, you should have seen her face when those two ascended and she was still stuck here. It was priceless, I tell you. Oh yeah, a lot of the other ghosts are a lot more progressive. Yeah, it was only her who was sort of still stuck in her ways. Yeah, and like, I've been teaching them more stuff about, you know, my time. They taught me stuff about their time, and the ghosts had joined them before me, told them about their time, and we just all, you know, it's like a cultural exchange program almost. You're starting to feel a bit better. I'm glad to hear that. Well, aside from, you know, reaching the 1,000,000 followers, did you have any other goals that, you know, maybe could lead us to what it is that you need to do in order to move on? Oh, you never got a first kiss. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, there's some cute ghost guys around here. Maybe one of those could do the trick. It wouldn't be the first time that someone found a love interest here. Yeah, I was seeing this one cute guy, but, well, he ascended upon feeling true love for the first time. Lucky me. But it's fine. I'm happy for him, you know? Maybe I'll meet him back up there one day. Maybe not. Well, only one way to find out, right? Thank you. It's very sweet of you. So let's see. Reaching the 1,000,000 followers, we can't do a whole lot to achieve that. But stuff like the first kiss, you could still do here pretty easily. Though, like a true first kiss should be like for someone you actually have a connection and stuff. So I would just go around to kiss people willy-nilly. Plus, even though I of course understand wanting to move on soon, I would say take the time to get to know, everyone here. It's really worth it, and I think it's fun, well, as fun as being a ghost stuck in between life and death can be. But the cemetery has taught a lot of people a lot of things. Oh yeah, you'll have plenty of time to talk to everybody. I'm sure they are already looking forward to it. Well, I know that they are looking forward to it. Yeah, I told them to give you some space, because they've been dead for so long, some of them have forgotten how it feels to first, realize all of that. And it can be very overwhelming when there's so many, of us around. Right after them, you just get hit with that realization. But whenever you feel ready to approach them, they will be happy to talk to you. Just stay clear of Gertrude. Well, alright. I'm glad you're feeling better now. I'm happy to meet you, and if you ever need to talk or need a little baggie for, I don't know, anything, or if you'd like a little taste of peanut butter, you'll find me right over there. Yeah, the grave with the little doggy statue next to it. Yeah, I really love dogs. Well, I'll leave you some space for tonight, and my condolences, but also welcome to the family.